Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Thursday, and it is build day 248. Yes, build day 248 on a construction schedule out at Villa Feliz. And I think we're going to do a road trip this morning. It depends on what coordination I have with my builder this morning. If I see him early and we have a good understanding of what's going to be done today and I do not need to be around, I'm going to head out and I'm going to look for some lighting fixtures and some other building supplies. Again, tiles. I got to look for some more tiles for the walls of the two CRs on the first and second floor. Well, anyway, I'm in a hurry to get out to the build site today, so we're going to kind of VFR bypass a lot of stuff in town and take a back road. And we're going to get out to the build site as soon as possible so we can start our day trip, our road trip into Manila or Alabang. So anyway, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning, ladies. How are you today? I am fine, thank you. Good morning. Off. Where are you all going today?
To my classmates.
Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, Jimmy. Good morning. It's a holiday today? National holiday?
Bonifacio Day.
What is it called?
Bonifacio Day. Andres Bonifacio Day.
It's a National Hero. National Heroes Day. You have to tell me the story later.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Well, anyway, I forgot to add some my drone footage in yesterday's video. So I added that this morning here in the Bahay Kubo, and it's rendering, and then I will push it and publish it in just a little bit. So it's about ready to go out, and I'm going to be just a little bit late this morning on my posting of yesterday's video. But anyway, I'm going to do a walkthrough through the house so I can see during the last half of the day after lunch until this morning. Let's see what progress happened on some of the flooring and some of the other areas inside the house. Well, I'm not sure. That's the spare bedroom. I'm not sure why it's not totally done. It's almost at the same spot where it was yesterday when I left. And it was all we needed yesterday was just along the base for it. So maybe the painter got diverted somewhere else. I don't know. I think I was gone at the last half of the day, and my builder was gone, so nobody was doing oversight. So let's take a look. I know this room was being finished. This is the generator room. some work got done on the doors to the cabinet, I see a lot more sanding because there was a bunch of filler inside many of them, and now it's all sanded down. So we got some progress on that for the second half of the day. The sanding and all takes a lot of work. I know there's a lot of detail work on that. It looks like, all right, I know we're noisy. That's the chipping. We're still doing the chipping of the master bedroom upstairs. That's what all that noise is. So I can see on the inside what they're doing. They're putting the lines down, which means to me we are going to start today putting tiles down in the great room inside here that goes to the kitchen, which makes me really hesitant about leaving today and going into Alabang because this is so important, this step right here, which what I might end up doing, since I see them doing that, and I want to be here for all of the tile laying on the first floor, because remember, this is everything you see when you first come into the house. And if they don't put like the special feature in the right place and things like that, it's gonna be messed up. So I think I might stay here today. Tile here, we're to the next step where I don't know if my builder is bringing in the pebble work, because remember, we have to do pebble work here. The pebble work will go over the edge, we'll put some tile and then edge it at the very final stage with some more pebble. But I don't see any of those building supplies here. I will try to check with my builder and find out what's the status and when we're going to do that. I believe I remember where we were at here yesterday on this lanai tiling, and I don't know why we didn't finish up to where the pebble is supposed to be here. There should be one there, and one over here. I don't know why that didn't get completed yesterday in 4 hours. Maybe the guy that was working back here, maybe he got diverted someplace else. But it just doesn't seem like a lot got accomplished from the time when I left till this morning. Well, anyway, I made a call to stay here today. Today's an important day. Today is the beginning of the tiling that goes down inside the great room. And I walked inside, and for some reason, our second story tile was sitting out like it was in a placement in the great room. I'm like, that's not the great room tiles. And so I'm like, whoa, that doesn't belong down here. And as a matter of fact, we have a limited, we don't have an option for breakage or anything like that with these Italian tiles here. So and I didn't want that tile being exposed out there. It was laying out in the middle where people were stepping on it. So and plus we're also going to be doing the correction for the plumbing for the bathtub on the second floor comfort room inside there, the bathroom. So I want to be here for all of that. I cannot go to Alabang today. I want to make sure this gets done right. So I sent a text message to my builder. I said, I want you to make sure that you're here because we're doing a special feature in the center. We're doing a border that goes around the end. And if I need to run into town, we can buy some of those things locally. We can buy the special feature locally. We can buy the border locally. The main tile, I wanted to make sure we got the good tile from Wilcon or CW, or a place that has a little bit higher quality of tile. So that being said, I am not going to Alabang today. We'll do that trip maybe on Sunday. Well, let's take a trip down to McKilling and see if we can find something that will fit that little decorative area. This way, for some reason, if it's off just a little, that should be the first thing that they put down, is that decorative centerpiece. But what they're doing, they're putting placeholders down. Now, every tile isn't exactly to the millimeter perfect inside there. So I want, in case we need to remove the tiles that they have inside there, I want to see if I can select the 4 that go inside there for right now. And then it'll be easier for them to make a correction if they have to do that. Hopefully they won't have to make a correction. So let's head on down and see if we can pick out a few tiles. All right, here at McKilling, and we're gonna go see what they have for decorative tile for a centerpiece. So I'm inside McKilling, and what I'm talking about for a decorative tile, you would need 4 of the 60 by 60 tiles that form a decorative tile for a centerpiece similar to this right here. And they have several designs. They have these. She said they have this one right here, and this one right here is this one right here. So we're gonna take a look at some of the other designs that they have here. So I'm down in the deep dungeons of McKilling with Ramar here. And he is showing me this centerpiece, and this is absolutely beautiful. And it has the beige color on the outside, the beige color cream. I think this might work, and we need to do it. We need to make a decision now. And this is the same price as the one that's upstairs. What's the total price for the package of 4? 5,000 or?
Yes, down 4,900 something.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make the call because I got to make a call today. And yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna get this.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get that one. Right. Well, that was too easy. But while I was in there, I also noticed they have a great supply of doors inside there, and they're high quality doors. I don't know why we didn't buy our doors from here instead of Wilcon. Well, we still haven't got them from Wilcon yet, and I don't even know where they're at, or if they're on a truck, or if they're even where. So I'm going to talk with my builder. We might be able to just grab the doors from here, and then they have for immediate delivery. They have a wonderful door selection here. So anyway, let's get these back to Villa Feliz, and I'm going to grab some lunch on the way going back, and we'll eat out at the job site. So anyway, our grass blocks are here. I think we have like 1,000 of them. I see this already started unloading. I don't know where they source these, but they just seem, I know they got some broken ones here, but it just seems like I saw some of these in some of the other stores, and it just seems like these are pretty high quality. So I'm hoping, I don't know what the PSI rating is on these. Maybe somebody can tell me. So I think these are just placeholders right here. And we'll replace them with these 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just after
4 p.m. Snacks.
Well, it's just
what time is it?
it's just after lunchtime, and the guys have that 4th tile in that detail tile that I just picked up from McKilling installed, and we'll go back in and we'll take a look at that in just a little bit. They're working more on the lanai area. They're putting the post area, the holes in the beams where they're going to be mounting the support pole for the wood railing that we're going to install at some point. But that's a lot of the stuff that's going on the inside. But that's not what we're going to talk about right now. Right now, I have some visitors. I have some very close friends, and we have Thelma and her husband Mark over here.
Hi.
And you were in the U.S. Navy.
Yes.
You're retired U.S. Navy. You retired U.S. Navy, and you came back to the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is because this is your home. This is your home. Everybody comes back, right?
Yes. There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. And San Diego, that was where you're based. You're based out of San Diego. For how many years were you in San Diego?
No, about total of 8.
8 years. And Japan. You were in Japan
15
also.
years.
Yeah.
Or so, yeah.
And because you told me, I remember all the stories about the.
Also here in Subic and QB Point. Philippines, 4 years.
4 years here. But that whole area, you know, up in the Subic area, do you see what they're doing with the housing and everything like that? We have some subscribers. One of them is Homer. He was one of our first visitors right here. He has I think it's an apartment that he has up there, and he's always showing it. And it's beautiful up in the Subic Bay area what they did, the conversion. What do they call that zone? The free zone or?
SBMA.
Yeah.
Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority. SBMA.
That's a beautiful area, and these guys have had a really wonderful life and career with as a Navy wife, and and Navy man over here.
Sailor.
And what kind of ships were you on?
Aircraft carriers.
Aircraft carriers.
Yes.
Aircraft carriers.
An airplane.
Oh yeah, those are the big ones, the real big
Yes.
ones. All right. So anyway, they brought a feast here. I want you to see the feast that they brought. And this is especially for my wife Ness to take a look at, because she's going to be excited about this. We have a feast. We have the pancit, and is that papaya?
Yeah, papaya.
And papaya. And
Bibingka, rice cake.
oh, that looks so good. This is good. And some Herbalife tea. Herbalife. If you ever need Herbalife, if you're in the Lipa area, I'm not here to promote sales or anything like that, but if you ever need Herbalife in the Lipa area, whether you're a local subscriber or you're coming to the area or something like that, these guys are the Herbalife kings around here, and they can tell you, they can tell you about it, and I'll put you in contact. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna enjoy some lunch here with these guys and some chat. We have a lot to catch up with, because the last time we arrived here in December, and then we had the Mabini Academy reunion. That was January or December?
No, it was December.
It was December.
29.
Yeah, and the next one is 16, right?
16, yes.
16.
It's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up very soon.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks. Yeah, so my wife will be part of that as well. So anyway, I'm gonna enjoy some time with these guys, and then we'll get back to the build in just a little bit. See you later. So it's like 4:40. It's like the end of the day, and my guests were here, and we had just a wonderful time. Very close friends of ours. And rightly so, I spent all my time with them. But we're going to do a quick walkthrough, because a lot of stuff has gotten done in the house. Today's been a very productive day also. And what you're going to see, one of the main things, I'm trying to get out of the wind. The wind is blowing. I can feel the wind going by my ears, so I can kind of tell which is kind of the best direction. But I don't think any direction is good right now, because it's a very nice breeze and keeping it very cool. Anyway, let's go into the house and take a look and see some of the things that got done today. Let's take a look at some of the tiling. The beginning of the great room, kitchen, dining room tiling adventure. I want you to see it from upstairs. We're gonna walk over up to the top in the platform observation area from the second floor. I want you to look down at this feature from up there. So while I had my guest downstairs, my builder was actually doing some of the plumbing with one of the other workers to get the faucet area. It's dark inside here. Again, it's the end of the day, getting dark outside, and we'll focus on this tomorrow. But we got the initial installation of the base plumbing, the PPR plumbing that's going to be required for the faucets. Of course, these will be turned around and all, but this is just for spacing, to get proper spacing. So I think, and we moved it back. We are closer to the wall right here, which is going to give us more room on the side, so we're not encroaching the sink on the tub. So I think we achieved our objective by doing this today. And we are only a few tiles away from the main tiling section on the lanai on the back of the house. We still have to do this corner piece and this corner, what we're gonna do on this one, so that we maintain the same width here for the pebble. It's gonna come out this way, and it's gonna go across, and then it's gonna come to this point right here, so we maintain this the same amount. It'll be the same all the way. That's what I'm trying to get at. It will be the same all the way across. And then we will have pebble that goes up over here. We'll have some tiling here, and then pebble for the finishing on the very edge. And what you can see, they cut the initial grooves out, and these are going to be for the fence post or the railing, the hand railing that goes here on the lanai. And that's that new wood railing that we're waiting to come in. I don't know what date that comes in. I'm hoping it gets in before we finish, before Christmas. If not, it might be a January thing, but my builder said, I believe he said, we're supposed to have these in before the holiday break. So here in the master bedroom, we have to make the decision, and it's the decision about the beams. Do we paint the beams the same color as the room, or do we make them white? Well, remember down in bedroom number 1, the beam down there is the same color as the gray, greenish color that we have in there, which is a little bit more of a gray color than this green we have here. And painting the beam down there the same as the wall looked absolutely marvelous. So we're going to leave the trim white, and we're going to take this feature and we're going to continue the green along the beam here across here. They also did a lot of work on the cabinetry here. This is ready. We are to the point now where it's ready to apply the staining method that they use. It's going to get close to the color of the doors that we have down here. That will probably be happening very soon. And one more thing, inside the laundry room inside here, I asked my builder today, just about 20 minutes ago, we don't have any cabinets inside here. The contract that we have is his responsibility is to build all the kitchen cabinets inside the house. So I kind of made a deal with him. I said, since I paid out of pocket for all the, and I know the amount that I have for the budget for the kitchen, which his people are supposed to make all the cabinets inside there. Of course, you know we're going with Kelly. They're doing the custom cabinets. That's supposed to, that's why we're putting down the tiles inside the great room and the kitchen and the dining room right now in preparation for the installation of the kitchen cabinets. So basically what you would do, you would deduct that amount from the final cost when you do your resolution of your building materials. And I said, well, since we're not, all that money that I was going to spend with you guys for that, and we're not doing, I'm paying out of pocket for another contractor, can I get you to build cabinets inside, small cabinets inside the laundry room inside here? And he's like, yeah, there's no problem with that one. So we're going to have, we'll have about 25 centimeters deep, which will put us to about, right about here on the wall. And it's enough. And we'll go to the ceiling. We'll have a crown in here, and the crown will meet to the cabinet that goes all the way around. And we'll have some place to store the detergents and the cleaning materials and everything we need inside here. It'll look very nice. Kimpy, who is also doing our cabinet work here, who has done all our cabinet work for the breakfast nook upstairs, he will be doing the cabinet work also for this area right here. So that's one less thing I have to worry about for closing out the house. Now, the other thing, and I'll talk about that right now, is our wardrobes. We did not commission anybody to do any of the wardrobes in any of the four bedroom ones. 3 of them have a wardrobe nook already built inside there. So what we're going to do, because wardrobes like kitchen cabinets, stuff like that, you can have a company go out and manufacture modular cabinets for you, and there's plenty of those like in the CW Home Depot complex. And right now, that's not a priority. Getting the house livable is a priority. You can put those little hanging things that you can get at Ace Hardware or Handyman, where you can hang up your clothes in there temporarily, and then we can look at our budget when the house is done and see how much we want to spend on those custom-built wardrobes inside there. So we'll take a look at that later. Right now, again, that's not a priority. Well, something else I didn't mention that got done today. Remember, we had the precast guys here, and they're still working on the columns, and there's other things that they were working on. But most of the column support for the top portion, the trim and the collar that goes on the top of the column is completed. And of course, we took delivery of our grass blocks today. We took delivery of, I think there are 109 times 10, so 1090, I believe is what we have here. A lot. We have, again, my math teacher would probably be terribly disappointed with me with my calculations of numbers these days. Anyway, we have our grass block. So we are one step closer to having a driveway. The 2 steps, there's 3 steps pretty much that we need to have done, is we need to have the walls, they have to have the skim coat and possibly painted. Then we need to do compacting, sand, and then the grass blocks. But before we can do any of that, we have to, the trenches have to be completed. The ironworks have to be done. The galvanized grating needs to be in place. That way we have the proper measurement for the height of everything we need here for the grass blocks, so everything is nice and level. So we're not out of the woods yet. We still have, but we need to move forward. We need to press forward on that. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it. I spoke with my builder today to talk with our precast engineer, and I asked for a pricing, what the additional pricing would be to do the same molding that we're doing on all the windows, but also to do the encasement around the sunroom glass as well, on both sides, the west side and on the north side over here. Basically just go up with the molding, up, over, and down on this side, and encase this. I got to looking at it, and it just looks very bare with all this wonderful precast molding and details that we have everywhere on the house, and this does not have any on this one wall right here. So we're going to find out what the additional cost will be involved, and if it's we're able to fit that into the budget, we'll go ahead and have that done. Because now, well, it was a really good day today. I feel good about today. It's that tangible, you can feel, you can see the stuff that got done today. It doesn't happen every single day here, but today was one of those days. Being able to score those 4 Sunstar tiles that match perfectly with the rest of the tiles that we picked out down today at McKilling, it was just a stroke of luck, and I think that was the last ones that they had in stock down there. And we need it. The timing was perfect. So all the stars were aligned, as is the moon. Can you see the moon up there? The moon is lined up with the house today. I think we're under a good sign today. So we got that taken care of. You see, they were able to move forward on all the tiling that got accomplished today on the first floor between the great room and into the kitchen area. The amount of work that got done we talked about earlier for the tiling and the preparation for the railing up on the lanai, but it was a good day, and I feel good. I feel good today. I almost had one of those giggly moments. Okay, we're gonna say I had a giggly moment today, and I don't get those very often, but that's how I felt today. We feel like we're coming towards conclusion of building. Once you start putting tiles down inside your house, the finishing tiles, you're getting close. Painting, anybody can do painting, but the very last step of the major part, after you've gotten your electrical and your plumbing and your walls and your roof and are the floor tiles, and then you have most of your house done. The rest is smooth sailing, I hope. Knock on bamboo or papaya, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, I'm going to close for today. I hope tomorrow is just as productive as today. I'm going to make another trip to McKilling tomorrow, because I'm going to see if somehow they can find more of that same star pattern, because that star pattern that we or the sun pattern that we have inside the great room would look great underneath the table inside the dining room. We could put that. There's a vast amount of the standard type of tile that we're having put inside there, that it wouldn't be too obvious or too busy if we also have the same pattern in the dining room as well. So we'll probably take another trip down to McKilling tomorrow. So I'm going to close for tonight, and it's, like I said, it's been a great day. So I'm glad I was able to share all this with you. We had our visitors here today, Thelma and Mark, that came over to visit, and we spent most of the afternoon. We spent several hours together, and they have a beautiful house over not very far from here, probably about 6 or 7 kilometers from here, in a different subdivision on the other side of town. And they've been anxious to see us get this project started here as well. So like I said, I'm going to close for today. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is Friday, and it's going to be build day, I'm going to say 249. I think it's build day 249 on the construction schedule out here at Villa Feliz. So until tomorrow, if you enjoyed today's video, hey guys, you're banging into me. You know I'm in the middle of doing my closing here. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed, and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed day.